Hi everyone, today I want to show you how I made the backgrounds for this ATC. Oh, here comes Louis. Right, are you going to sit down? Come on Louis, sit down, that's a good boy. So yes, I want to show you how I made the background for this ATC. Now I have a confession. The background that I made was originally the first attempt at the page I did for Art Journal Prompts about 3 weeks ago. It was the black and white butterfly page that I did with the Zentangle butterfly that I received in my embellishment challenge. The background, as lovely as it is, was just too heavy and just didn't work for what I had in mind, so I put it to one side and carried on and made another background, and I loved the page that I ended up making. But after everything had dried, I cut it up because the pages that I use for Art Journal Prompts are 7.5 by 7 inches, which of course is perfect for 6 ATCs. So this is number 2 of number 6. Number 1 has already been given away, and it went off to Mika with the monthly giveaway that I sent off last week. So that was number 1. This is number 2, and then I have four left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I've got the footage because of course I recorded how I made the background for Art Journal Prompts, but I'm going to put it on fast forward for you in a second. Of course I talk about Art Journal Prompts and show a lot of the pieces that I used, but basically I cut my piece of mixed media paper to 7 by 7.5 inches, and then I used some of this is sort of like a bias binding tape, a piece of black tape. I can't even remember where it came from. I used some of that, and then I used pieces of security envelopes being the envelopes that our bank statements and that kind of thing come in, and of course they've got all various pretty patterns, so save those because they do come in handy for using in your art. So I cut various strips of those. I also used some of this black and white paper that Noit sent me in the Happy Mail that she sent for the embellishment challenge. So these are what I've used for my background. So I'm going to put it on to fast forward now and show you how I made the background, and then we'll come back and we'll use some of the heart embellishments that I made last week to put some more ATCs together like this. so let's work on putting these ATCs together. That's the one that I've already done. As I say, that's number 2 of the 6. This one's called Inspiration. Number 1 went off to Mika. That was called Treasure. So we'll put that one to one side. I've grabbed some of the hearts that I made the other day. I've added more beady bits to some of them. This one's got just a little bead at the top. These have all got beads that dangle down, but I've grabbed some Fabri-Tac glue. You can use glossy accents, tacky glue, anything you like for this. But I just want to first of all just play around with positioning. I've had a little dabble at this already. I'm using some of the trims that Mika gave me last year in Happy Mail. She gave me a black and a white, and these have just been perfect for this black and white theme here. So this is what I'm going to be using, and then I just want to position some of these hearts like this, and I'm going to fiddle around and play with this, use various bits of trim, something like this, as I say. Take your time whilst you're doing this, because it really, you know, composition makes all the difference. I never found the little heart, by the way, that I made. This was where I punched out of cardboard the pieces of cereal box and stacked them all together, painted it with Inca Gold and then stamped on the top and then put glossy accents on. The first one I made disappeared. I never found it, so I can only assume that it either sort of ended up in the bin, although I did search the bin, or it got stuck to Louis and he carted it off somewhere. Who knows, but it's never turned up. So as I say, I'm going to put these on something like this until I've got it pleasing to my eye. And then I've got some words over here, and again I shall play around with. I shall ink around the edge of the words. I think I want a longer word here. Discover, something like that. We can have believe, and then we've got courage. And so I'm going to have a play around with this, as I say, glue it with my Fabri-Tac, and then when I finish them all off, I'll come back and show you what they look like at the end. And here we are, here's my finished ATCs. I've glued all the components down, and the main thing is playing around with your composition and just making sure that you've got all your bits and pieces in a position that's pleasing to your eye. I've inked around the edges of my words and stuck those down with Fabri-Tac. I've inked around the edges of the ATCs as well, and that it really is it. This one here, in fact, no, it's not that one there. Which one is it? It's this one here, has got a back added to it with the date, the number of the ATC. This is number 2 of 6. There were 6 in total, as I say. Number 1 went off to Mika with the giveaway that I sent out to her last week, which she has already received. So I'm not spoiling any surprise there. And then the title that I've used is just the word that I've used on the front, and then I've put my contact info, which is nina.ribena@outlook.com. Now I got the back, which was a printable from the internet, and if you key in ATC's free printables or ATC backs free printables, there's lots and lots and lots of different designs for you to choose from, and you just print them out, cut it to size and glue it onto the back of your ATC. So I need to do that with the rest. I've also been thinking, I had a couple of questions in the last video where I showed you how to make the hearts. I'll put a link to that video in the description box below, by the way. But a couple of people were asking me for alternatives to Inca Gold. I used Inca Gold as a rub and buff on the top of my embossed image. And of course, not everybody has got that. If you used some metallic paint and just add a little bit of metallic paint to your finger and rubbed over your embossed heart, you'd get a similar effect. You can also make your own rub and buff if you've got some natural furniture wax or some natural shoe polish. If you added a little bit of metallic paint to that and mixed it in thoroughly, you'd have something very, very similar to Inca Gold. All Inca Gold is coloured wax. Here it is. Here's some here. It is just coloured wax, so you could actually make your own. But any rub and buff, if you've got any to hand, you might have some lying around your house that you hadn't thought about. But I hope you like these. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And happy Valentine's, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.